What is going on, Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Nets with Work. Um, I'm your host, Joel Davis. Sorry for the situation tonight with all of the technical difficulties. I did not mean for all that to happen. Like I said, we've been having a lot of stuff going on with the weather down here because of the hurricane. Internet's been shabby. It's just been disastrous. So I had to go to alternative means. And those alternative means meant I had to literally um, go out here and use my cell phone. Don't like using my cell phone on things like this because I can't show you the actual videos and things of that nature. But this is what I got to do tonight because unfortunately, this is my situation. But thank God I got a little lighting, make it a little bit more presentational for you guys. Before I start, I want to say my heart goes out to Bob, MK, IT. I hope I did it right. His wife passed away. His family is in my prayers. I do not know how it feels to lose a spouse, and I hope I don't have to experience it anytime in this lifetime. I hope that I go before that. But if God see fit that that's not the plan, I want everyone to know that Bob is in my prayers. He's been a valid patriot over here. He has donated to me time and time again, started donation parties. And if I can find any information, try to put it out there so y'all can donate to him to, show love to the family. I know money cannot bring nobody's spouse back, but at least it's the thought that counts. Also, rest in peace to One Direction young man that passed away, Liam Payne. Uh, my condolences goes out to his family. Nobody wants to find out that their child, their brother, their husband, or whoever you're connected to in this life passes away in a foreign country, and there's nothing to give you an explanation on. Uh, Also, rest in peace to all the victims in the recent hurricanes. God knows those families are hurting as well. And, we just got to stay prayed up, guys. A lot of things are going on that we cannot understand or explain. Now, since I got that out the way, let's jump into the festivities. We're talking about the upcoming U.S. election, all right? Everybody knows that this election is very important. Um, the Democrats gonna tell you democracy is on the line, but in reality, it's more than just that from them. It's also about also having the ability to embrace capitalism, freedom of speech, and also to embrace the fact that we as a nation have really embraced the American dream within reason. But right now it's being threatened because see, we have these democrats that do not want you to get a taste of the American dream. They want to make it where they get to taste of the American dream in a dictatorship slash communist format. And that is what Kamala Harris represents for the radical left. Now, Kamala recently came in this game of the election late. If you've been behind and don't know how she got here, Biden was fit to be proven incompetent in the debate against Trump. People was like, yo, you know, Biden, you're a great president. You know, you did this, you did that, but your ass is gonna have to go because we're losing to Trump. Well, Biden was defiant, like anybody would be defiant when they have put their blood, sweat, and tears in a campaign. They have went out their way to prove to everyone that they can lead, and especially if they've been in office for a long time and they feel like that the people should have their back, their party. Well, at the end of the day, Pelosi allegedly, Obama allegedly, all of them, the governors met with Biden and basically strong armed him out the party, out of the race, and basically said, "Listen, dude, we can do this one or two ways. We can either you can either bow out gracefully and let Kamala Harris be the new face to run against Trump, or you can sit here and continue to let things go downhill. We're going to turn against you in front of the public. We're going to make sure that anything that goes towards your precious son Hunter or any of your family is going to get turned up, and we ain't going to try to help. It's just what it is. And when you lose, we're really going to bring you through the cold. So which one you rather be? Play nice, do what we say, and have a beautiful legacy as a good old puppet old Joe to the end, or do you want to have the legacy of being Mr. I don't want to listen to nobody, and you gave the whole election away to Trump? That's basically what they told him. So you know what he did, folded, gave it to Kamala, and when Kamala took over, we really been seeing a good train wreck. Now we're gonna do a rewind from what has happened from the starting with the last interview with Fox News all the way up to the recent interviews that she has taken. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind before you ask, well, Joel, why is Kamala Harris taking these interviews now? She said at one point she wasn't taking no more interviews, that she was going to do her thing, visit the states, and get people to vote. Well, here's the thing, guys. You can't get people to vote for you if you don't talk to the media. And when you talk to the media, you got to talk about this thing called your plan. What is your plan? And Kamala is horrible at doing it. You do not know how to communicate a plan. And because of that, nobody wants to deal with her. Kamala is like the kid on the playground when you're playing and picking for kickball. You know, the kid that's the principal's kid, you don't want to exclude them because if you do, you're going to get backlash from the principal and everyone else that you're not being a team player, you're being a bully. But you know, if you do pick them, that there's no way in hell you're going to win kickball. That's where we at with Kamala Harris for the Democratic Party. She's a DEI pick all the way through. People get mad when you say that. We will get back to that in a minute. So anyway, Kamala Harris has been struggling real bad in the polls. She is now starting to struggle with women, which the only women she's really struggling with is women who are usually married or in a stable relationship or are looking for a stable relationship that are submissive, traditional, and wants to be in a relationship, wants to have kids and build a family. She's having issues with men, especially black men, because see, black men are programmed to you're supposed to support the sister, which we already know she's not a sister. And let me give you that on the memory lane because someone will probably come on there. I told you Kamala's black. She went to Howard University. No, I'm like Lord Jamar. Howard University has been opening up to white kids on and off since the beginning of the university. So let's stop right there. Okay. That don't make no. That alpha, whatever the hell sorority she's about and she's a part of, that doesn't count either. Because actually, the last time I checked, they have had taken some honorary white members. So, non-black members. So all of this whole she's black is a facade. Her dad is a real Indian, just like her mother, and he's also mixed with Irish. He does not even claim to be a Jamaican, let alone a black Irish, a black Jamaican. He claims his Indian heritage and Indian heritage and his Ireland heritage. Talks about it often. Her mom is a straight Indian. Ain't no mix, ain't no nothing. Her mom is a straight red dot Indian. No offense to red dot Indians. I'm just being 100 what I see and describe. So Kamala's not black. So y'all running around here talking about she black. Stop it. She's not. Do your research. Now, next thing. Kamala like to say that she know how to relate to black folks and she was raised around. No, she was not. Kamala Harris was raised in Canada. I want y'all to look at this, what I'm saying. Canada. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with being raised in Canada, but Canada is not like the United States. It's not like black folks that's being raised in the United States. Now, if she would have told me she came from Scotland Yard, the rough side of there where there was immigrants like her and there were black and stuff like that in England, I can kind of respect a little bit where she's coming from. But at this point, I can't. She lived it in good communities. Her dad had a good job all her life. So you don't know nothing about struggle. Can I keep going? I mean, so she can't relate to you. Now, getting back to what I was saying, Kamala is knowing this. She knows she can't relate to people. She's losing in the polls with men, women. People are asking, what is your plan? We don't want to hear about how you hate Trump. Okay? We just said that for years, how we hate Trump, her supporters, not me. So they're like, or people that's thinking about supporting. What is your policies, agenda, and so on? So they get the bright idea to do something that really told me right then that they were desperate to get a hold of some uh, lift in the polls. They decided to do an interview with Brett Bader on Fox News. Now, y'all know that Kamala Harris has been avoiding Fox News for a reason because Fox News is a conservative, not only platform, but they're going to ask you the hard questions. They are real journalists over there. Fox News has a very strong journalist. If you listen to their interviews, they're going to ask those questions that a lot of journalists don't want to really answer. And they hone their craft and they really take their craft seriously. So to go there and act like this was another day at the park was not going to work with them. And that's exactly what Kamala and her team did. They thought Brett Baer was going to be weak, soft spoken, let her run all over him. He's scared to ask all the hard questions. And then they end the interview like, yeah, we did it. But it didn't go that way. Brett Baer was like Brett Favre in the back in the day. He was consistently throwing those touchdown passes to reality, making her have to accept that what you're saying, what you're doing is not going to work. Make her accept the fact that You have to tell the American people a realistic plan. Even talked about the immigration crisis because the whole United States of America wants to know what are y'all gonna do about this? We done had 6 million immigrants that came through these borders since y'all had them open up the last uh 3 years. And then when you bring this up, it's we're trying, we have policies. What policies though? You keep saying you have all this stuff in place, but you don't tell me what's in place. I'm hearing Border Patrol saying they're trying to tell you guys that Pedro and fucking Jose is out here trafficking, human trafficking, and doing all this other crazy shit to get people into the border illegally. And y'all just overlooking it. See, there was somebody today, yesterday, because I know it's a new morning now, a Trump supporter, not Trump supporter, but oh my God, one of those radical left guys. Uh, he was like, I don't understand why everybody is so mad at Kamala. You know, it wasn't her fault that these people wanted to come in our country. Trotsky, it is their fault. See, when Trump gave them the keys, he had it set up where nobody was coming in the US. When they found out that they felt like they locked this whole bullshit ass campaign down, that's when you hearing them telling these people, come on in, we gonna take care of you. That's why there was a caravan of people coming into the US the day they found out these jokers uh was taking over office. Biden administration was taking over. So again, she got beat down so bad, they even got her on the immigrants' families, the immigrants that's coming in this country illegally, the criminal ones that have killed American families or caused some kind of tragedy. And every time you turn around, she would never bring up these family names in any of her speeches. Have you get in the chat if you have heard Kamala Harris personally name any of these people's uh, families that have gotten hurt from this negligent behavior from the Biden administration that she came out and said, I'm sorry to assist a family member or all the victims that they came across the desk in the last couple of weeks. I hold my breath. I haven't heard anything because why would she? She wants you to have rose colored glasses on and paint this picture that these people are coming in here, they need help, and we should not ask no questions. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this up. You really can't. Now, here's another thing that's peculiar. Since we saw her bomb that, the day before, I want to say, Charlemagne the God, aka Charlemagne the Satanist, Democratic Party Wonder Boy, decided that him and Kamala and DJ Envy and all these other fools on the Breakfast Club were gonna get together and do like this virtual on the phone town hall meeting. And they were meeting about what is black men gonna get in return for voting for you. What are you gonna do for them? And she could not give them nothing but that bullshit fake ass thing they came up with, giving someone 50K, I mean 20K to start their own business. What does that sound like to you guys? If you are in the chat right now and you said PPP loan, that's what that it sound like. Another PPP scam. What did we have going on with that free money shit? People was going to jail left and right. You even had shout out to Greg, my man Greg, Foreman, aka Black Conservative Perspective, did a video showing a woman getting arrested for trying to have her husband killed. People were taking this money and getting stupid with it, buying Lambos, buying property, buying houses. So you mean to tell me that you're going to release this type of money to individuals that are not financially sound? Let me tell y'all something about being a business owner and starting your own business and entrepreneur. If you don't have no skin in the game when you start your business, you are not going to be about your business. I'm going to say it again what an old school dude told me. If you ain't got no skin in the game about your business, you will not be about your business. And that's what they're doing to these younger people. They ain't got nothing in the, nothing yeah. It's just too much. Mm, 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 mm. It's crazy. So after all of that, she also said she's gonna in the town meeting legalize weed. Now, guys, I talked about this on Instagram. Why does it seem like we live in a world where um these jokers think that all we are good for is weed? I mean, I hate that. I hate that we live in a world in a country like this, the United States of America, that we have these politicians that think Black Americans work hard all day and the only thing they can think about is shoes and weed and gaming. Oh, Amanda, I have, and I'm glad you found me today. I hope you're doing well. Y'all share this because I got a lot of truth bombs on dropping. Share it on your mainstream media, your Facebooks, whoever. Just share it. Listen, um, get my train of thought right. This is the type of thing that we were warned about. This type of behavior right here. Can't make this up. Now, right now, the polls are showing that Trump and Kamala are tied or they're neck to neck. But guys, let me tell you something. What I've noticed from the people I talk to and the people that being talked about on the streets on how resilient this man is. I'm telling y'all right here, right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's way up more in those polls with the way he's campaigning. He's campaigning like no one has ever done before. You go to a Trump rally, you got people talking about it's legendary. You go there with open arms. They will go and greet you with open arms. They want to know what they can do to get you to see that we're on the same team here. At the end of the day, you don't have to be a full blown conservative like I did. I wanted that. You don't have to be that. You can be an independent, but be independently smart enough to understand when there's a message in all this. Man. Mm, mm, mm. So we're gonna move right along and talk about more issues that's going on with Kamala Harris campaign. See, the campaign is really saying that it is now getting to be harder and harder to market Kamala Harris because Kamala just don't have the it factor. And if you just walked in, please share my screen, share it, so we get as many as you can and get followers. You know why we don't? It doesn't have the it factor, and I'm going to tell you why it doesn't have the it factor. Because once again, the Democratic Party, and I'm quite sure this was Barry's doing, did a whole knockdown drag out session last weekend on black men, basically check typing them like kids. Why are you not voting for Kamala? Why you ain't putting up for Kamala? Why ain't you bragging about Kamala? Why ain't you being more assertive about Kamala? Barry, you know why. She sucks. She has no pizzazz, nothing, no swag, nothing. And when she do things, all she does is that annoying chuckle. Nobody want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. No, who wants to hear you chuckle at everything? And then when she talks to you, she tries to talk to you like she's trying to intimidate you and sound retarded at the same time. Oh, excuse me. I can't say that word on YouTube. That thing sounds educationally challenged at the same time. Let me give you an example how she did with Brian Bayer whenever he asked her about the border. Madam Vice President, we want to know. There are 6 million people that has come through the border in the last 2.5 years of the term of your uh, presidency of vice president as we come along. Now, here's the thing: we need to know something here. We need the truth. Do you feel like the Biden administration, along with you, is at fault? Oh my God, Brad, Brad, let's don't talk about that. Let's talk about the dangers that we're facing in this country with a man who is hell bent on destroying democracy and imposing in our freedom. And his name is Donald Trump. Now, I've been a prosecutor, and not to mention vice president. And I'm telling you right now, he's not stable to me. Madam President, that's good and all, but we want to know, who do you think is at fault for the 6 million influx in this country? Brett, you're not hearing the word I say, are you? I just told you that we're worrying about the wrong things. We should be worrying about democracy and Donald J. Trump. If he gets back in, this is going to be horrendous. Stop. This is what she does. This guy be avoids questions. He throws Donald and rage Donald name like a jealous ex. We don't care about what you feel about Donald right now, Kamala. We want you to answer the question: who's at fault? Yes or no? You or someone else? That's when you go in and be like, yo, we can't stand on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dangerous. Who got me stand like this? Who's fault is this? I can't answer that. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it get more and more comical and ridiculous. Y'all hit the likes up. Let's get to 7. And then let's mosey on along here. And let's talk about how they talked on the interview with Bayer. Asked her about the competence of Joe Biden. How Joe Biden was not showing strong signs of moving around and getting things done. They basically she basically trying to say that she was working so hard for the American people that she did not realize that her counterpart was falling the fuck apart. Now, guys, if you sit here and believe that, that would make Kamala Harris the most unstable, in, in inoperable, not that intelligent, not that well intelligent enough to articulate something of this magnitude. Ain't no way. It just ain't. So when I hear these stories, I have to shake my head. You and I both know that she saw this. She was a part of it. I mean, come on now. She saw Barry help Joe Biden, his buddy, get on stage. This has been a known fact, open secret, that Joe was falling apart. But the Dems just didn't want to look weak because they want to show you that they're going to be able to beat Trump. They're not, because we're going to see what's going to happen every time. Mm. It's amazing, man, how crazy these jokers are. Now, I know you sitting here saying, well, Joel, if Kamala know they're grasping for straws and losing, then why do the boards not reflect that? Because those polls are part of the mainstream. They're not going to show a strong landslide for a person like a person like myself. So yeah. Now here's the next strategy that I would suggest for the Republican Party right now, especially Trump's campaign team. I would not engage with Kamala for no second debate. I would give her that. I would basically focus on rallies, getting our brand out there, our plan out there, and I'll just let her self destruct because that's what's going to happen. She can't handle it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now let's talk about some of the voting stipulations that is taking place and changed. So y'all know that right now Georgia was making it where they was going to have everything counted by hand, and well, Fulton County judge over there, any of the circuit judges over there, Supreme Circuit judges, they all liberal. Okay. So most of the time, your conservative thinking is gonna go out the window because those lookers are pretty much hardcore liberal. I mean, it's just what it is. Um, let's see what else I can think of. Uh, I could talk about. Try to make sure I cover all my bases because, like I said, you have something all in front of me. Um, Guys, I want to talk about another situation, look, that we gotta do as conservatives is that we're gonna have to start ignoring a lot of these so-called radical extremists who wants to get in these rooms or chats with us and want to battle us down and act like they know more than anybody. I have made up in my mind that if a liberal can't have a conversation with me, I don't care if he's radical. That's a wrap. I'm not going no further, no second chances, because my time is valuable, your time is valuable. And we should all be able to have conversation. We don't have to like each other. We don't have to be buddy buddy and all that. We can still get to know each other, and throughout all of this um hostility. Now, my biggest, uh, everybody's biggest concern now, a lot of conservatives is, well, if black men are pulling away from uh, the black community like this, at now we're at 30% black males are going to possibly vote or feel like they are conservatives. So what does that mean for the country? That means we need to make sure these guys have a way to go vote. That's what we should do. Um, the more conservatives, the better. I mean, the conservative lifestyle is beautiful, man. I mean, you work hard and you keep your stuff, and you're not working on daddy government to give you handouts, because that's what Kamala wants you to do. Kamala wants you, black men like us, to quit thinking free. She wants to think for you. She know what you like. You like recreational weed, THC. Uh, you like to maybe mop a few spots here and there. Go in there and do this and do that. And then when you do what they say, you get you a $25,000 to work on the website and all this good stuff, your own website. And boom, yeah, bam, this money is supposed to be forgivable for black men to be successful. Supposed to protect you with your cryptocurrency and all that. Y'all, let me tell you something. What House members is going to pass a bill for one ethnic group of people? I'll wait. Mm. Second off, if you fall for this PP loan, this loan that she's trying to give you, and it goes through, don't y'all dare spend that shit because on anything else. Because if you spend on any items other than what your business is, when you trying to start up, it's a wrap. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I would. I'm not. Wouldn't trust it. Sorry, I can't. I'm not taking no money from this crooked organization. You'll take it, you mess around here, you find yourself in court, they say you being fraudulent. Nah, I'm good. Ain't that desperate. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's late over here in the Eastern time. Jump in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Kamala Harris. Do you think that she is going to get beaten by a landslide? Do you think that the Democrats are looking for ways to make sure to secure the win? Or last but not least, what do you think about me so far? Do you think I should continue to ride the three wheel? I don't know. You tell me. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Thank y'all for stopping by, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm out.